Good morning. I'm so excited that we are spending the week talking about the new products that doTERRA is releasing on October 3rd. And I started to write my post for today, and it was about 6 pages long. And I was like, ain't nobody have time to read all this. So I'm just going to tell you really quick, might be a little more interesting this way too. But many of you have already used the Emotional Aromatherapy Kit from doTERRA, and many of you love it, whether you've just bought in pieces of it, of the 6 oil blends, or you have the whole kit and you use it. It's my game changer for sure. The fact that doTERRA has taken the time and effort to make 6 blends of oils that are specifically targeted to different emotions and to help us work through them is amazing. And it kind of takes the guesswork out of it quite a bit. So we're going to talk about them quickly because although the oils are staying the same, they are now available in a touch kit. Now, anytime you hear the word touch kit or touch system with doTERRA, that just means they've already put it in the roller ball to use topically for you, which just takes 6 steps out of it for so many of us, right? So you don't have to make the roller balls yourself. Talk about convenience and also just on the go. I don't generally want to put my bottles of oil in my purse, but because they might leak too, right? But these ones are actually so special because they also have the new proprietary bottle and the lid that goes on the bottle. So you'll notice if you order these that the roller ball itself will also be different. They have a new cap that is meant to make sure that they're leak proof, right? You don't want it to spill. But also that the roller ball itself, the metal ball bearing that's inside, it's designed in a way that it's going to make sure that when you do roll it on, it's much more consistent. So that's awesome. And they're amazing. So we're going to talk about each one quickly. So the other thing that doTERRA is doing right now is they are reworking some of their wholesale kits. So when you enroll, you can buy certain kits. Well, some of them are changing and some of them are going to be brand new. One of the brand new kits actually includes 2 of these Aromatherapy Touch oils, which I am so excited about. We're going to talk about those kits later this week, but they are Peace and Cheer. So we're going to start talking about them. Cheer is all things happiness, all things optimism. It smells delicious. It has cinnamon and vanilla and clove and orange, and it just smells delicious. This is one of my daily go-to in the morning. This is what I use to just, if nothing else, help me stay awake on my drive to work, right? But it's happy. When you're feeling down, this is what you want to go to, whether it's that midday lull or it's just waking up in the morning, making your day start off on the right foot. Cheer's the way to go. My other daily use is Peace, which will also come in that enrollment kit that we'll talk about. But Peace is my jam. If you know anything about me and essential oils, you know that I go through a bottle of Peace a month at least. It's on my LRP, and sometimes I order it in the middle of the month too. This is my game changer. I am so excited that they are putting this in the enrollment kit for people because I think it's going to be a game changer for them. But also I think that it's going to make some believers, because what some of you feel about lavender or serenity, I feel about Peace. This promotes restful feelings. It's reassuring. If you're that worrywart, this is something that you need to try because it helps counteract anxious feelings. And for me, that's why I can't sleep. So this has allowed me to find restful sleep for the first time in a really long time. I use it not only topically in the touch system, but I also use it in the bottle in my diffuser as well. I'm gonna cover all my bases to make sure that I can sleep. So again, these 2 are actually going to be in one of the enrollment kits as well. So that's why we started with them. But there's 4 other that come in this touch system. And one of them is Motivate. Motivate is going to help encourage you. A lot of people use it before a big event or before a competition, something that maybe they have some nervous feelings about. It's going to help build confidence and courage. I use this especially if I know that I'm going to be observed, if I know that I'm going to have to speak in front of people. This is what I go to. I most often put it on my pulse points right here and maybe even behind my ears so that I can smell it. It's awesome. Console. It does exactly what it says it does, right? It's comforting. It gives you feelings of hope when you feel hopeless. This is my go-to if I know that someone is struggling with grief or some kind of loss or sadness. This is what I would gift to them, because it might not be something that I use daily, but when I am in that very sad place, this is something that can help lift you out of that. And to be able to give that to someone, or to use it when you're feeling that way, to feel like you're not alone and that there is something that can help you, there's nothing. I mean, this is priceless. It's priceless. Forgive. Sometimes I just need this for patience. I am a teacher, and my patience sometimes runs out. Like, it is limited some days, and I need this on those days. And it also counteracts feelings of anger or guilt. If you are feeling upset about something, this is going to help you work through that. And oftentimes, it's not even anger that we have towards other people, but it's forgiveness that we need to give to ourselves. And when we start to think about it that way, I've used this much more often now, because I realize I'm being way too hard on myself. I need to be forgiving and give myself a little bit of grace. And this is what has helped me do that. And last but not least, of the 6, this was the very first one that I actually had when it was first released as an oil. And I'm going to be honest with you, I read the description and I was like, really? Really? Can it do all that? I was like, I got to see it to believe it, I guess. And I am here to testify to you that it does. So the last one in the kit is passion, and it is energizing. It helps you find enthusiasm, joy, and mostly I use this when I feel like I'm stuck in a box. When I can't think outside of the box, I can't come up with that new idea that I need. When I am trying to problem solve, whether it's something in life or something at work or in a relationship, this is what I go to. I have thrown out all of my perfume, and I use this now because it also just smells so delicious. I cannot recommend this enough. People ask me, like, where do you get the energy? Where do you get the optimism, the enthusiasm? And I can tell you that it's in this bottle. Yeah, maybe some of it's God-given, but mostly it comes from this bottle. And I am just so excited to share this with you. So I know many of you reading this or listening to this have used some of these oils, if not all of them yourself. So I would love to hear from you. Which ones are your favorite? And why? How do you use them? And if you have any questions, this is the place to ask, because you have many experts in this group that have used these before. So I am so excited. I hope those of you that do love it already do consider getting it in the touch form, because I think you'll realize that you're going to use them way more often than you even do now. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon.